Hi guys, my name is Juju and welcome back to my channel. So today I filmed this Get Ready With Me. I'm going to the J Balvin concert later. Oh, my fan's on, you probably can't hear. So I'm going to a J Balvin concert later and I filmed this Get Ready With Me. I just was really excited because after months of owning this palette, I finally decided to bust out the Modern Renaissance. I know I'm like 500 years behind everybody else, but it's such a beautiful palette that I didn't want to like ruin it or hurt it, so I couldn't use it. I kept it in its box for almost a year, I think, and I finally found a special occasion for me to use it. So this is the look I made with the Modern Renaissance. It's just a kind of like reddish, pinkish, smoky eye, winged liner, nude lips, Becca Opal. So I hope you guys like, and yeah. Alright, just gonna clip my hair out of my face so I can get started, and I want to apologize if my voice sounds rough at all. I was screaming a lot at the concert. So I'm just kind of priming my eyes with Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 20 Sand, and then I'm going to be setting that with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, my usual combination. Look how excited I was. Aww. I'm going with the shade Buon Fresco. I don't speak Italian. So putting that in my crease, just buffing it around. It's such a nice transition shade. It's like a muted, dusty, like pink color. It's so nice. And these shadows are phenomenal. I'm kind of annoyed at myself for not using it for almost like a year. It was sitting right there and I was just too scared to touch it. And now I'm going in with Warm Taupe and I'm putting that kind of underneath where we put the first shade, Buon Fresco. And I'm blending that a little bit deeper towards like the inner corner of my eye, just to deepen it all up. And then I'm taking the brush that comes in the palette and I'm using the fluffier side and going in with Red Ochre. And I'm using this to kind of darken up my crease as well as start to blend more shadow into the outer corner of my eye. And as you can see, I'm not being like too neat with the outside of my eye because I'm going to go back and clean that up later with a baby wipe. So don't like stress too much if you get shadow like on your cheekbone or whatever, you know, just go for it, it's fine. And then going in with my original blending brush that I used for the first two shades to kind of make sure everything's blending in nicely together. And then I'm going in with Venetian Red with that brush that came in the palette. And I'm kind of using that to add more color to this look because I wanted it to be a little bit more pink, a little bit more bright and red and burgundy. So, yeah. Alright, now I'm going in with my Morphe B18 pencil brush. I need to work on my whatever guru clips, you know what I'm talking about. I'm kind of using this pencil brush to kind of sketch out where I want to place the pink shadow, and then I'm kind of using it to also blend it, but like blend it in a concentrated way, if that makes sense, because I want the pink to be concentrated closer to the lid and on the outer corner. And this color is stunning. And I'm just going in with the fluffy end of the brush that came in the palette and kind of blending everything together. And then going in with the other side of that brush and patting Tempera, I'm guessing. Just patting it all over my lid. And then I'm gonna be going in and blending the edges. So if it looks a little rough right now, don't you worry. See, there I go. And then I'm mixing in Red Ochre and Venetian Red to darken it back up. Alright, now I'm going in with that baby wipe and I'm just wrapping it around my finger and cleaning up the shadows to make that sharp edge. And I didn't like my other eye, how it turned out, so I'm just going back in with Venetian Red and Red Ochre and kind of adding the color back there and then using that first blending brush to kind of buff it. And I still didn't like it, but I was just done. And I was prepping my skin with the Urban Decay B6 prep spray and Smashbox primer water, going in with Maybelline Dream Mousse foundation in the shade 60 Sandy Beige, I believe. This is a great drugstore foundation. It lasted so well. I was sweating so hard from, like, you know, screaming and jumping and dancing, but it held up. And then I'm concealing with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in light neutral. I saw it while I was in line at Sephora and it was just like too cute. I couldn't like leave it there. I had to take him home with me. I'm kind of concealing and highlighting with this shade and it's pretty bomb. And as you can see, I was being a little bit careful when I was blending the concealer underneath my eyes so I wouldn't mess up the eyeshadow. And I'm just setting that with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I was like pushing it into my skin as well as buffing it around so it would help the foundation last all night. And then I'm contouring with this e.l.f. contour palette. It's actually pretty good. Like, I mostly just use the contour color, but it's great. I'm just slightly contouring my cheekbones and a little bit around my nose. I don't like to go too heavy with the contour, especially because I was worried I was just going to start sweating it all off anyways, and I was like, whatever, it's fine. Let me just look good for the pictures, you know how it is. Then bronzing up my skin with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer with a stippling brush. I'm just warming up the perimeter of my face as well as jamming out to J Balvin. Enjoy. Putting a little bit on my nose. Then jumping back into Modern Renaissance, mixing red ochre and Venetian red with my Morphe pencil brush. And I'm just kind of buffing that into my lower lash line very carefully. Now I'm setting my face with the notorious Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day in the peach scent. I'm almost done. It's starting to like spray out weird. And then I'm highlighting with my favorite ever highlighter, Becca Opal. Look how stunning. I freaking love this highlighter. And then I'm pinching my Luxie 522 highlighter brush to go down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chinny chin chin. Then with my stippling brush with no extra bronzer, I'm just going around the edges to make sure there's no harsh lines, and then setting my face one more time and being extra with my highlighter because I can't help myself. And now for the scary part, eyeliner. Yay. Just using the Kat Von D Trooper liner and winging it out very carefully. I was okay with the first eye. The second eye happened. And then I'm going in with this Itty Bitty Real Techniques brush with Becca Opal to highlight my inner corners. And then I'm curling my lashes to get them ready for mascara. And for mascara, I used waterproof mascaras. I'm going in with the waterproof L'Oreal Lash Paradise. And then on top of that, I'll be going in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Sculpt, also waterproof. And then I'm just combing out my eyebrows with a spoolie brush and setting them in place with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. And then for my lower lashes, I'm using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. And now for lips, I'm first lining my lips with the Milani lip liner in the shade 09 Spice. It is such a nice, like, warm nude. And then topping that off with the Kate and Rimmel collection in the shade 14. It's one of those like Your Lips But Better shades. And then I'm topping all of that off with the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie. And that's pretty much it for this look. I hope you guys liked it. And yeah, so let me know what other kind of looks you want for me in the future. And I just want to give a shout out to J Balvin for being such an amazing performer and human being. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.